Okay, we're gonna get right into this, everyone. Actually, let's make sure this is all plugged in. Hey everyone, what is up and welcome back to another video. We're doing a Q&A today. I've been doing them about once a month because you guys really like them, and it also gives me a little break from vlogging. I am so burnt out, you guys. I'm so exhausted, and to make it even worse, I'm going on night shift starting tonight for the next month. I am so burnt. I'm gonna cry. Anyways, who cares, right? We just keep going. I like doing these Q&As just because I can elaborate more on my thoughts that I don't really get to talk about during the week when I vlog. So yeah, here we are. If you're new here, my name is Rachel. I'm a first-year OBGYN resident physician, and yes, join our herd. We're happy and a great time. We'd love to have you. I asked you guys to ask me some questions on Instagram, and I also posted it on my YouTube community page for those who don't follow me on Instagram. And if you're not, you totally should. Yeah, so here we are. I'm going to go through some questions, and I'm very excited. So first question, was there any career path you considered besides medicine, and what made you decide? No. Unfortunately, I didn't have any other calling. If I did, I probably wouldn't have done medicine. Usually that's what, you tell people, and that's what people have said. If you have any inkling to not do medicine, don't do it, because you really have to have the passion and drive to get through this whole insane process. There wasn't much decision making to be had. It was just a matter of, do I feel that I am capable enough to get through this rigorous process? And with the support of my parents saying, yes, you can, then I could believe in myself. And here I am. Aw, I love this. Hey girl, how's life? And how are your plant babies? Feel like you haven't mentioned them in a while. I'll do a quick little tour of them right now. Somehow my plants are doing very well. Even though I'm never here to actually tend to them, I just give them some water here and there, and they do so great, and I am so happy for them. They bring such life to my space, and I'm glad that they are still thriving. They're doing great. I love them. If you don't have plants, get one. And I know some people are like, oh, I can't keep plants alive. Yes, you can. You just do the bare minimum, and for the most part, they pretty much do okay. How's life overall? I am so burned and I am so tired. I had a week vacation over New Year's. It was my second vacation of my first year of residency, and it's just never long enough, and I thought it was going to revitalize, recharge, refresh me to go into this year, but it most certainly did not, because I'm just tired. Outside of the hospital, outside of residency, my life is really great. I'm so happy. I am surrounded by so many people that I love and that just bring me so much joy, and they really do refill my cup to help me keep going every day. My partner, my neighbors, my family, it is just, I don't know what I would do without them. Yeah, that's it. So thanks for asking though. I appreciate it. Next question. Do you have any advice on dealing with comparison in med school? The way that I'm going to say this is probably like, Rachel, that's not helpful at all, but just let me elaborate. Don't compare yourself to others. And I know it's easier said than done, but people are going to run their mouths in medical school. The people who are the loudest, that does not equate to how much they know. It's just a lot of noise. Next question. What was your biggest challenge in medical school? I think second year as a whole was really difficult. I also didn't have good balance. I feel like I studied way too much, although it paid off, obviously, but I think that I declined so many social events or time with family to study, and I don't think that it was good for my mental health, and isolating myself in my room, especially during COVID, like it was COVID time and when I was in medical school, and so we were already trapped and isolated, and that forced me to just do too much studying. So my biggest challenge was honestly finding balance, and I know I would always talk about it, like have balance, and I did. I would go to the gym, exercise, and doing content and stuff like that, but really it was just me working and overworking myself. And I am like a busy little bee, and I do love to work, but I don't think that I gave myself enough grace, and I was very hard on myself. I would beat myself up if I didn't do certain things, and I do that to myself now, and which is really unhealthy, because I will find myself really exhausted. Like the other night, I was in so much pain from my eye, but I was like, well, I didn't go to the gym today, and yada yada yada. I didn't film this week, I didn't edit anything this week, I'm a failure, this and that. And I'm like, Rachel, like, you have worked so much this week, you are so tired, you're dealing with obviously something that's happening to your body and just rest. But I couldn't, and I went to the gym and exerted myself. I felt okay after, but I was like, man, I didn't like that I was really mean to myself to force myself to do things so I could feel better about myself. Yeah, I'm still dealing with that, finding balance and being kind to myself. Next question, is there anything a resident can do to change the healthcare system? And in the parentheses, they have like long hours, etc. So I think they're also asking like how to change the residency system. It's really difficult for residents to speak up about things because things have always been this way and they are getting better and things are changing, and they are changing. They are getting better. Residencies are abiding by the ACGME rules, or, you know, the whole system. The ACGME is like the thing that oversees all residencies. And although there are many residents that have social media platforms, they really paint this glamorous picture of being a resident, when in reality, every resident knows that it is not like that whatsoever. And there's like an act or a front being put up by a lot of creators because they don't want to get in trouble. They don't want to they don't want to be reprimanded by their program and have a target on their back. And I completely understand that, and I respect it. I talk to people in public about these things all the time, strangers, and they ask me, are they still making you guys work those crazy hours? And I tell them yes. And everyone's reaction when I tell them about what it's like being a resident, they are just like astonished. They're like, I can't believe that. This makes no sense. I don't understand how you can function as a human being and make these crazy decisions when you are overworked, underpaid, you're exhausted, you're on like the 24th hour of a shift, and you're, you know, doing surgery. I personally would not want one of you operating on me knowing the conditions that you work under. And yeah, it's not normal, and I know that it's always been like this, or it was way worse in the past, but I still refuse to accept the way that residents in the United States are trained. And like, I don't know, there's got to be a better way. I don't have a solution right now, so if I did, I would offer it, but clearly I don't have that much time to think about that. But when I graduate residency, which this is one of my driving factors, is to get through this whole process, analyze it, and figure out a solution for how to change this, because I feel so bad for residents, the past ones and the future ones and current ones. Yes, once I have a solution, you'll be hearing from me, and it'll be after I have graduated. That's that. Next question, what do you want your life to look like after residency? I don't want to work the way that I'm working now. It's not sustainable. Like I said, I don't, it does not interest me at all to work like this. It makes me not like medicine at all. I went into medicine because I really enjoy it. I love learning, and I love doing all the things that we get to do and having the impact that we have. But I am also a human who would like to have their own life. I know that I will not be working the way that I'm working now, and I will be doing this career because I enjoy it, not because I have to. Be honest, is OBGYN residency just constant suffering? I'm scared. It's not constant. It fluctuates. It is definitely one of the harder residencies or fields to be in, just because it is a surgical specialty. The hours are long. There's a lot of call. Obviously, I don't know anything else, but from what I hear and what I've experienced and talking to other residents that are in different specialties, this one takes the cake in terms of stress and suffering. But you enjoy it. You know, people who are OBGYNs do it because they freaking love it and they're addicted to it. They have a passion for it. And so it is not all bad. We get a thrill off of so many things. And I'm addicted to all of the things that we do. It is not all bad. It is not all good. But if you have a passion for it, then you do it, and it's okay, and you get through. Next question, do you plan to start a family in the future? Yes, of course. I am 30 now, and so I have a biological clock. I'll probably be like 35, hopefully, when I start a family. I've said this all in the past, but I want to be able to relate to my patients. I want to understand what they're going through. Pregnancy appears to be so beautiful, and I love it, obviously, but I want to experience it for myself, and I want to see my genetics in offspring and create wonderful little humans to go do great things in this world. That's what I want to do, but not immediately right now, because I can barely take care of myself. Next question, how does it feel to be a superhero? I'm not. I am certainly not. I am just a regular old schmegular little human trying to get through this world. Next question, how to become disciplined. It takes a lot, and I don't want to hear excuses. You just gotta do it. Oh, I'm just a creature of habit. Well, duh. We all are creatures of habit. Are you making good habits? Or are you making bad habits? And the good habits is where the discipline comes from. Looking out for your current self and your future self, which ultimately becomes the past self. And so you just keep this ongoing goodness, and it's all groovy. Next question, how much do you currently get paid per month with residency plus social media? I won't give you specifics, but I make less as a resident physician in the United States working 60 to 80 hours a week than I do on social media. We are paid next to nothing. It is less than minimum wage, and someone on the internet can post videos once a week and do things here and there and make more money than being a resident physician. Make it make sense, because it really doesn't. Hospitals make a lot of money off of their residents, and residency, none of it. That's all. I also don't want you to think that that's why I continue to post on social media. I started doing this thing without any intentions to make any sort of money off of it. I didn't have any intentions to actually build a following. I was doing it because I love it. I love photography. I love videography. I love editing. And it just so happened that things started rolling along and you start making money off of it. Like, that's the time that we're in. But I don't keep doing it because I'm getting a paycheck from it. I do it because I genuinely love it. If I didn't love it, I couldn't do it, because there's just literally no time in the day for me to actually do this. I make time for it because I enjoy it, and I really love connecting with all of you. I have made such amazing friendships through the internet. Gosh, it's a very special place, but it is very sad, the reality of of like being a resident, having like $400,000 of debt from medical school, and you can barely touch that debt because of the salary that we make. It's very, very weird. Next question, do you plan on staying in California? Do you want to move to another state in the future? I want to be in California. I'm a California girl through and through. I cannot leave. And it's great to be here as an OBGYN because of the like reproductive rights and stuff and all the things that we are allowed to do here. I don't want my practice to be limited. I don't want my patients to have limited care or options because of the state that I'm working in. So California has like obviously the least restrictions when it comes to reproductive health and the choices that you have for your body. So I have to work here. I want my patients to be able to get the care that they choose. If you are picking up what I'm putting down. My last question that I'm going to answer, any advice for someone getting ready to apply for an OBGYN residency? Get the sleep that you can now, because you're not going to sleep much as a resident. Just know that you're going into a very tough field, and a field that's going to consume a lot of your time, energy, and emotion. You're going to have a very tough transition, but you're going to build the tough skin to withstand all of the things that you see, that you do, that you have to go through. And it is a great field. I would not go into any other field. Even if I had the option to go back and do something else, I couldn't choose anything else. OBGYN is the best field that there is out there. I don't care what anyone else says. It is the best. It's the most rewarding. It is very special, and you get to work with women, females, and they are the strongest humans ever, and it's wonderful. Anyways, that is it. I hope you enjoyed this Q&A. Once again, my views, opinions, words that are said throughout this video, they are all my own and are not representative of the beliefs of my employer. With that being said, I love you guys so much, and until next time, take care of yourselves, be kind to yourselves, continue to work hard, and all that good stuff. Okay, bye.